become more than you are today. And 3, your values, the principles. Because real leadership is character. Real leadership than you are not about tricking people or, lying to them or manipulate them with certain things. That's not leadership. That's manipulation. That's something else. Leadership is following principles and giving those people that you lead the same chance for doing stuff, for using the principles that you used when you build yourself up. I know, we're talking about hard stuff here, tough things, but, life is tough sometimes. So fasten your seatbelt. So number 1, purpose, your vision. 2, potential, your ability. 3, your values, your principles. And that's why we always talk about principles here at Sunday School. We never talk about facts or, stuff that can change. We talk about stuff that never changes. Okay? And you can see that. If you've been here, if you've been listening to me, you know that is true. So I will come back to this because this ties into everybody's right. Everybody has worth, but not everyone has value. Wow. What do you mean? Well, everybody has the right, everybody's here on planet Earth and everybody has the right, but not everyone has value. Worth and value are 2 different things. So when you're doing your personal development, when you're developing yourself, when you're listening to webinars like this and you go out in the world and you use those principles, you're creating value. You're becoming. And when you're becoming, you are actually creating. And the success formula is that we don't reap what we need. So people got to get out of their victimhood and step up and say, hey, I can do it too. I have the right, But then most people back off because they see that it's connected to hard work, it's connected to discipline, it's connected to tenacity, it's connected to staying in the game, it's connected to changing your attitude, it's connected to being positive, it's connected to reading books, it's connected to, and then some people back off because it's actually, you need to do something. So we don't have the right to say, I have a need, that's why I should reap. No, that's not how it works. We don't reap what we need. We reap what we plant. You can ask any farmer if he's going to reap anything if he doesn't plant anything. So there's no way you're going to reap anything. And I'm talking about long term. I'm not talking about short term. You can make some money short term. Anyone can do that. I'm talking long term. I'm talking about building a sustainability for you, your family, and your kids, and for your loved ones, and for having, the vision and the courage to do that. So we reap what we plant. So you remember we talked about Maslow's pyramid, the lower levels where most people stay, and they actually choose to stay down there because not everyone, but most of them do. Most of them make a choice. And I don't believe in chances or, luck. There's no such thing. You create, luck or is preparation meets opportunity. So when you're prepared, opportunity shows up and you grab it because you're prepared mentally, physically, you know, psychologically. You're prepared, and the opportunity shows up. Bam. Some people suffer from possibility blindness. They can't see an opportunity, even if it's right in front of them. You can give them money and chances and goal, everything, they don't see it because they suffer from possibility blindness. And it's often connected to laziness or, you know, ignorance. So reaping is reserved for the planters. Isn't that a beautiful sentence? Reaping is reserved for the planters. So you got to become a planter. You will reap what you deserve. And then you will see some people that I don't understand why he or she has that kind of money or that kind of lifestyle. It's none of your problem. It's because you're not God. It's not none of your problem. You should compare yourself to you, no one else, because you don't know their story. You don't know what they've done, and usually the boomerang is always coming back. What you throw out will come back eventually. So you will reap what you deserve. You don't have to believe it, but it's my empiric knowledge that's the case. And maybe it's also not only here, because I don't know what's going to happen, when lights go out. I have no idea, but I'm careful. So how can we start the reaping process? If we, the reaping is reserved for the planters, how can we start plant? And how can we start the reaping process? When you serve other people, you start the process of abundance. Wow. And you can take a look at this. You don't have to believe me, but you can take a look at this statement. If you have a little shop where you serve other people, are you starting the abundance process? Yes, you are. In a little way, but still. So and you can look, if you serve many people, the money will flow to you. So the more people that you serve, the more money will come to you. And it's not all about money. It's about the boomerang that you're throwing. So now you can see that leadership is connected to the success principle. And you can't keep what you don't give away. Wow, that's a tough one. I know. It doesn't mean you have to give away everything, but you can't keep what you don't give away. You can try it. You can try. Try to just keep it for yourself. Try to keep your information for yourself. Try to keep your knowledge for yourself. Try to keep your money for yourself. Try to keep your kindness for yourself. Try to keep, don't give it away. See what happens. Not good. No good thing will come out of that. So you have to give it away. You have to give away the stuff that you will keep. So the reaping process, the giving starts the abundance process and the reaping process. So this is a good way for you, if you're new, to get going. You said, I want to be part of this. I want to be a giver, or I want to start the abundance process. Yeah. So if you have a team of 5 people, 10 people, 50 people, 150 people, I don't care, 50,000 people, you are the leader of that team, and what you give of yourself to that team will eventually come back. Yeah. Taste that one. What you give out to other people will eventually come back. It's a tough one, but it's beautiful. So we got to start. And if you see, like in direct sales, for instance, that's why that business, there's no lid on how much money you can make, or, because you can help many people, thousands of people. And that's why I love that kind of industry where there's so many people that will walk away from that business. And especially if you're in a company where there's trainings like this, because anyone can join a business and maybe that they don't succeed. Let's say they don't make the kind of money that they actually were hoping for. Okay, so it's something that they did wrong. That's okay. But if there's a good system in place where there's real trainings, personal development, and and um, and I'm not talking about how to sell better, that those kind of trainings. Mostly, I'm talking about the real stuff. Then people can walk away from that business and say, "Hey, I didn't make that much money, but I walked away with a lot of knowledge." Yeah, I'll leave it so you can think for a minute. So start focusing on helping others. Of course, you can't help other people that won't be helped. They won't let you. They won't. They don't want to be helped. It's hard. So you're gonna find those people that say, "Hey, I'm ready. Mentor me. Tell me what to do." The people who are ready to be mentored. The people who are ready and say, "I had enough. I want a better life. I want some change in my life. Tell me what to do." So what are we going to give? What are we going to put out there in the world? Well, a lot of things we can do, but here's a couple of examples. Your time. When you spend time, that piece of time you will never get back. So time is valuable, more valuable than money, because you will never get it back. You can always make new money, but you will never get the time back. So don't waste it on people that are have a mindset, negative mindset, or a loser mindset, or they're not grateful enough. They don't see what you're doing for them. You give away knowledge. You can give away money, to like, let's say you find a children's home that you sponsor every month, or you have some kids that you want to help, or stuff like that, charity. Empathy. You know the difference between sympathy and empathy? Everyone can have sympathy, they sympathize with someone and say, yeah, oh, you poor little thing. But empathy is bigger, because empathy includes knowledge. Empathy is when someone say, I know what you're going through. I've been there, so I can show you the way out. That's empathy. Sympathy, they don't have a clue. They just sit there and mourn together with in the victimhood club. So empathy is empiric knowledge. So people with empathy, they have a solution. They can say, I know, I've been there. Now I'm going to show you what to do. And you can make your own list. There's so many things that you can start giving away. But your desire to change must be greater than your desire to stay the same. And that is for the people that you're going to help, but it's also for you. So change. So, and you go, so how long am I going to change? Forever. It never stops. I know that's the beauty about this. So you always there's one thing that's constant in the universe, and that's change. That's the only thing that's constant. Change. Because everything is in movement. Everything is moving. Energy and the atoms and electrons and the planets and everything is moving. Nothing is standing still, which should give us a clear direction of you can't stand still. If you're standing still, you're not part of this beautiful universe. You're setting yourself aside, and you will reap according. And now we come to, I love this word, repent. When you say that to some people, they go, oh no, it sounds scary, something that my pastor said. It means to change the way you think. Repent. Wow. You got to change the way you think. Someone taught you the wrong way. What do you mean? Well, I mean what I'm talking about right here. That you can't get something for nothing is something that most people have learned from someone. But there's no such thing. You can't get something for nothing. There are no such thing. And some people have learned free stuff is good. No, it's not good. There's no free stuff. There are no free lunch. So that's just one example. But repent means to change the way you think. Wow. You're not using, some people will stay in their old ways. And that's why they will lose out. Because they're not willing to change. They will hang on to their old ideas. And the result was nil until they let go of the old ideas. So, of their old ideas, not the old ideas, not the principles, of their old ideas. And this is something we're going to talk about in the future webinars. I will go through this probably next time. And that is, if you're a leader, you can't make decisions based on your feelings. Why is that? Well, if you've been with me for a while, you know that. Where does feelings come from? Well, they come from our thinking. There's always a thought before the feeling. So when people say, oh, I don't feel like it, I say, well, then you probably thought wrong. Maybe you've been thinking wrong. What? They go, what do you mean? Well, if you have a feeling that you don't feel like it, or you're scared, or you're afraid of something, or you've been thinking wrong. So you got to repent. You got to change the way you think. But most people make decisions based out of their feelings, and you can't do that. There's no way you can do that, because feelings lie. There's old feelings that are stored up inside your subconscious mind, and they lie. So the only way to change is in the moment, right now. Now, right now, I can make my mind up to change the way I think. I can repent. And the change is in the now, is in the moment. And you go like, well, that sounds hard. No, it's not. You just have to practice. Because the future is created in the presence. So whatever you want to reap, you create right now, in the now, in the moment. The future is created in the presence. And today we've gone through some really cool stuff, and I will end with this. Hard work spotlights the character of people. Some turn up their sleeves and some turn up their noses, and some people don't turn up at all. Yes, those are the losers that, they will reap accordingly. And with that, I will tell you guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Be blessed out there. Be prosperous, happy, joyous, and free. But most of all, free. And I see you all at the top. See you next Sunday. Thank you.